10-2 win, 16 hits. Just how do you feel like you guys did overall today?
Good response to yesterday. Felt like the team, they responded well, and I thought overall the pitching was solid, and yeah, it was a optimistic day for sure.
Jeffrey Hurd goes 4 for 4 before going out of the game. Just what did you see from him? A lot of base hits to the other way. Just feel like that kind of gets him into a rhythm going the other way like it does with Walshy?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe so. A lot of times that's what happens. He had a lot of good swings today. It was good. He hadn't been racking up hits here lately. He started off really hot and was our most consistent guy, and then he kind of cooled off a little bit, but it's good to see him get back on it and have such a good day today.
Maddox Maloney gets a start, third of the year, goes 3 for 5 or 3 for 4, whatever it was. Just what did you see from him there?
Swung back good. Played okay at short, right? If anything, got a little bit tentative on maybe a play out there that I know that he'd like to have back, but I think that's normal kind of for just, growing pains with the freshman. Really encouraged with what he did offensively, though. Boy, he put great swings on the ball all night. Maybe even his best swing went for an out, deep fly ball to center field, and it got caught up in the wind. I thought he really gave us a spark and a lift.
How do you feel like RJ performed? I think he left 6 or 7 guys on base during his outing.
Yeah, really good. We didn't make a play or two for him. Same thing with Ian. We didn't make a play or two for Ian. Led to some innings, and yet they were able to get out of it. And then I thought Cole Stokes probably came in and got a couple of the biggest outs of the game with the double play ball, the 4-6-3 double play. When he got in there, I thought that was a huge performance for him. RJ pitched well, Ian pitched well, and Colin at the end pitched well, yeah.
Brock, is there any, I know it happened just a handful of minutes ago, is there any update on him? Or?
No.
And Casella, just like a pulled hammy there running down the first?
Yeah, I don't know if that's anything serious or not. Time will tell, but I don't think so. We took him out precautionary.
And got to follow up with Garrotti there at the end. Was that was it a knee issue that he was having? Or?
I'm not too sure. Again, I'd have to follow up with him and see what that's all about. It didn't seem serious, though.
Just overall, again, I'm going to ask you about the lineup another time for the millionth time, but this one seemed like it was doing pretty well. Do you feel like you're getting a little bit closer to kind of figuring out a good little rhythm with it?
Yeah, I can't really comment on that until actually we watch the tape and see, the pitches that were addressed or weren't addressed, and you have a better feel. Even last night, after I was frustrated with the way we played offensively, I go back and I watch the tape, and I'm glad I kind of bit my tongue because I thought we actually hit better than we showed last night. The tape showed that, and even though we didn't have a bunch of hits and a bunch of runs, we actually hit better than I thought we did on tape, and so I'd rather look at the tape and see what kind of offensive performance we really did have. It was obviously good. We had some loud swings. Mason DeVille had a loud swing at the end of the game. Ansoneros had a loud swing at the end of the game, and there were several other really good swings, backside RBI type swings and at-bats. So it was more of a complete offensive performance today.
You called it yesterday with Mason. You said that he was swinging a really hot bat during practice. He hits a 3-run homer tonight, makes a couple good plays and left. Just overall, just wouldn't you feel like you can get out of him in left field? He's
a really good young player. He's a very talented young player, and as he just continues to grow and get better, he's a guy that has sky the limit potential, and yet he's young, and so there's a lot of teaching that needs to occur to be able to help him get where he needs to be. The good part is that he's a hungry player, like all these guys are, and he really wants to do well.
Bryce got hit 3 times today.
4
times, excuse me. Does that at all kind of go through your head of he gets hit a lot, maybe putting him in the leadoff isn't such a bad idea because there's a good chance he might get plunked?
Well, I think he was on base 5 times today, and so if you define the role of a leadoff hitter, it's to get on base. And when you have 6 at-bats, you get on 5 times. Yeah, that definitely does answer that bell. Yeah, I was proud of Bryce, and that's a tough kid right there. Anytime you get I've never coached a middle linebacker on the football team, at a place like the University of Oregon with an awesome football team, and he's a middle linebacker that started this year for the Ducks. He's a tough guy.
Another person that got hit. Did you get hit by Chase Meggers' foul ball there in I think the first or the second inning?
No comment.
None at all?
Nope.
Just throw some dirt on it?
Nope, fine.
What does it say to you about the 2 true freshmen that came in, got double play balls, kind of stopped the momentum a little bit? Felt like Seattle was, getting a little bit back on their side.
Yeah, good observation. I agree with you. They had some poise is what, we're asking these guys to get old. And they did. They made some pitches when they needed to. you see some things where you go, oh, that doesn't look quite great, when you walk a guy, but then you get a double play ball on the next guy. And, Cole Stokes is as talented as they get, and he's young, and we just need to continue to bring him along. He's got a big future.
On Cole specifically, he's got all the physical, to be an ace down the line kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
Just what's it mean for him to come in as a true freshman and make an impact, in the midweek games and weekend games? Just what does that mean to you guys as a staff?
He's really good. He can make an impact in any game. He's got a big arm, and he just needs to, refine his skills to be able to make the major league someday. And before he does that, he just needs to continue to put hay in the barn now.
For you guys who, are so good in the later third, late innings of a game, it was kind of the different script today, got out early. Do you feel like Cole and Colin give you a different energy maybe in those middle innings that can be transferred to keep that energy throughout the middle third?
Yeah, they've got big arms, right? And so just using them at critical times. We didn't bring Cole Stokes into that game at a really easy time, and he answered the bell, in a big way. So I was really proud of Cole.